it's me, Claire Baker, former Clutterholic, founder of clutterclearing.net. Just recording this short video to explain why I didn't record a weekly video last week and why I'm not doing a normal video this week. As you might be able to hear, I'm not well. I went down with a nasty bug last Tuesday. Woke up feeling not good, and I haven't been able to shake it. I am going to the doctor this morning, having had it now for a week. Every morning I'm waking up thinking I'm going to feel better today, and I don't. I spent the last 2 nights sleeping on my sofa upright because the coughing. didn't want to wake my husband up during the night. Oh, it's exhausting when you're coughing. So yes, because I'm not on the mend, I'm going to, I've managed to get an appointment with the doctor today, and just to try and shift this, I feel like my ears need to pop. You know when you go up in a plane and you just need to swallow and your ears pop? Well, my ears aren't popping. I've got that fuzzy cotton woolly headache. I've got a sore chest, I've got the cough, I've got the aches in all my joints. I suspect it's just flu, which apparently can last up to 2 weeks, but oh, I'm so bored of this. I'm not a patient. I find it a huge waste of time. I've got more important things to do. I've lost a week already. All I can say is thankfully I haven't got any home visit clients at the moment. So my telephone clients and my Skype clients I can actually work with. But so boring. Such a waste of time. The cats as well are really confused. Especially when I went downstairs last night, the night before, and sat on the sofa upright and fell asleep, because they were just like, what you doing in our bedroom? This is our bedroom. So they were very confused. So I'm really sorry that I haven't done my weekly vlog, and I'm sorry that I haven't looked at any comments. I've literally just switched on the computer. I will check emails and things today. There's my little sissy. Sissy died 2 weeks before my father-in-law Frank. She's my screensaver. Very important to have them around you still. So I have switched my computer on. When I get back from the doctors, I will respond to any emails or comments that people have kindly put. Yeah, in terms of the weight, I was really surprised because I weighed myself this morning, and I'd put on, in the last 2 weeks, I've put on 3 pounds, and I thought it would be more than that because my husband, bless him, did buy me last Thursday the best possible medicine in the world, Haagen-Dazs strawberry cheesecake ice cream, which I do like, and but of course it's full of sugar, full of carbs. Although I tried to justify it in my head, saying, well, my body is burning so much energy, especially with this temperature, the hot and the cold. So it must be burning something to create that heat, so it will burn off the Haagen-Dazs quite quickly. Yeah, so I did have that. And of course I haven't been to the gym. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks since I went to the gym. I really miss it. I really do miss the gym. Who knew? But obviously I'm not up to going. Obviously normal routine completely out the window. I've just got to get rid of this. I really don't want another week of this. Like I say, I keep waking up every morning thinking I'm going to feel better tomorrow because I can't get any worse than this. And although I may not be getting any worse, it's not getting any better. Oh, you see, now I can feel that stabbing in my ear, which is the earache. And I don't like taking pills. I did try taking paracetamol and ibuprofen every 2 hours, alternately. Didn't do a thing. Stopped taking them. Actually felt a bit better for not taking them. So, yeah, I was... And you'd think, because in my teens I had glandular fever and ME. Although with hindsight, I believe that my ME was actually childhood depression. But the symptoms were very real. So, and I went through a stage of doing half days at school. So you'd think I'd be used to being ill. But to be honest, since my 20s, I haven't had any, touch wood, real illnesses, apart from my food poisoning and malaria in South America, which was actually quite good fun. I got to meet, I got to experience the Guyanese health system. So yeah, so I'm not a sickly person, and I'm not a patient person when it comes to being ill. And I thought, oh great, I'll catch up on some reading, but because I've got that cold behind my eyes, it hurts too much. So yeah, it really is almost just literally just sleeping, sleeping about 6 hours during the day. That's not me. That's not me. So I'm sorry. Anyway, I've stopped talking about my ailments because it's really not that interesting. It's just a really bad cold / flu. And I'm not going to beat myself up that I've kind of fallen off the wagon. Oh, because it's only for a short period of time. I have, however, set myself a goal. My counselling is on hold for the month of August because my counsellor takes the month off. She calls it her mental health month, so that she can just completely, switch off. Don't blame her. And I have set myself a goal of getting down to £195 by the time I see her again in September. So that's quite good to have a goal. And my husband and I suggested to my husband that I need a physical exercise goal. And so what we've decided is that next year we are going to have a weekend every month. And over those weekends we are going to walk the coastal walk of Cornwall, which is like the foot of England. So we're gonna basically walk the perimeter, the county perimeter of Cornwall. It's where he spent a lot of time as a child, loved it. I've been down there because obviously father-in-law's ashes are scattered down there as well. So we're just going to break it down into manageable bite-sized chunks that we can do in a long weekend. We might camp, we might just, we'll figure out something. He's going to plan it. And that would be really good because let's say we walked, I don't know, 20 miles a day. The first weekend we do it in January, yeah, might feel absolutely knackered. Go, oh my goodness, I'm so unfit. But then that gives me a physical improvement goal to work towards so that by the time we do the last 20 miles, I'm not hopping and skipping it or running it, but doing it, without any effort. Because I really do think this having a goal to work towards is really important. So that's my physical exercise goal. And I'm also going to buy a goal dress. I'm going to do that in the next month or so. I should be able to afford to do that. So, because I just really feel like I've stalled in terms of motivation. Funnily enough, last week Marissa, my counsellor, said to me, how motivated are you feeling? And I sat there just like this, really, going, not feeling very motivated at all. But that's probably because I don't I don't feel well. And of course it is hard to feel motivated when you're not feeling yourself. So yeah, so need to kind of crank up the motivation, and I think having a visible dress in my wardrobe that I'm working towards will really help, and having an exercise goal that we're going to start next year will really help, because when I do get back to the gym, then if you like, I need and want to improve my fitness for when we do our first walk in January. On the positive side, we've eaten nearly all the broccoli that we grew in the garden. Very excited about that. So now looking at what can I plant in August that will crop for Christmas. The Brussels sprouts are still out there. Not doing it. I can't see any Brussels sprouts yet, but I think they're Brussels sprouts. Getting loads of beans, French beans, which is great. Tomatoes are starting to grow in terms of the actual tomatoes. So that's very exciting. The spring onions, probably need to pick the spring onions. So yeah, really nice that harvesting the garden. Again, the parallels with the losing weight and clearing your clutter in general. Having the patience. Nature will do what it needs to do as long as you kind of feed it and water it and look after it. That's with the weight loss and with the clearing of physical clutter in your home. So yeah, really enjoying the fact that we are actually having, we've realised that in October we actually need to move a tree. Our neighbour is basically cutting half our tree off. the bit that overhangs his garden, and some more, so to protect it from him. And we've literally got a tree with a main trunk, and he's cut off all one side. So yeah, so that's going to be our challenge for October. That'll be a physical challenge in itself. But again, it's these things of almost don't give up. It'd be easy just to say, well, let's just cut down the tree. Well, I don't want to do that because we bought it to and put it in the spring after we got married, so it's our wedding tree. So I don't want to do that. But also it's all that thing of, you know, take your feedback and learning and try something else. Doesn't mean you have to give up. So we're moving the tree rather than, but a lot of apples on it. My husband had the first apple of the season yesterday, and he said it was really lovely. So, so yes, might have to encourage the mother-in-law to make some apple pies, because apparently she makes very good apple pies. Anyway, enough of me talking. I need to head off to my doctor's appointment. But however you are doing, keep up the good work. If you've had a not so great couple of weeks like me, then you know, again, let's just get back on track. I make a commitment to this time next week I will be fully fit again. I hope so. I can't cope with this for much longer. And if you have left comments, thank you so much. I will check them when I get back from the doctors, and I will share the comments that have been coming in next week. Okay, but I wanted to obviously just record a video to let you know I haven't forgotten about you. I haven't fallen off the face of the planet. I am just spending a ridiculous amount of time in bed instead. This first time I've actually got properly dressed. I've been wearing pyjamas constantly for the last 2 weeks. So yeah, actually blow dry. I had a shower and blow dried my hair today, which feels like an achievement in itself. I shall be in touch again, same time next week, and I will be better. All right, take care. Have a good week. Bye bye.